So, anyway, what's going on, Cowboy Nation, Cowboy Headquarters? It's your boy, G, the number one Cowboy fan, and I'm to come to you live, direct, and correct. And as you know, we just played yesterday.
Yeah.
And I got my man, Brendan Harris, here. We're going to try to discuss this. We ain't going to even keep y'all long, but we're going to try to get right down to the facts and try to figure out what is wrong with the Cowboys. So, Brandon,
Yeah.
appreciate you being part of this, brother, and I'm sure you can share some things with us about what you saw on yesterday. But first of all, let me ask you this question. We saw the score, saw that we didn't play until the fourth quarter. So who takes the blame on this? Is it the coaches? Is it the players? Is it Dak? Is it Zeke? So what you think, brother? Well, talk to me.
I think it's a team effort. Everybody play a part. While we lost, defense front seven, couldn't stop the run.
Couldn't stop the. Well, let me ask you this. So how is it that we was able to stop the run against the Saints?
We didn't. He ran for 117 yards or something like that. So
we just kept him out the end zone.
We kept him out the end zone. See, our secondary has not allowed any passing touchdowns.
Okay.
In the last 3 weeks.
True that.
So we got to focus on what we have been doing wrong, which is rushing the ball. We've been running all over our head.
So I've been, and I was just talking about this earlier, thinking about this earlier. This offense that we are running is basically, like they had mentioned, the Linehan offense with some pre-snap motion.
Yeah.
So does this? What do we think? How are we thinking about Kellen more now? What are we thinking? I mean,
well, it's week 5.
It's week 5.
Early. I think he's doing good things, but he got to quit showing
his hand. His hand. He's showing his hand.
I don't know how he's doing it, but
There's something going on, because I think, man, it was the Saints. It was the Saints that started this off.
Yeah.
Basically, I think when they show blitz, if you notice, Dak always check out of the play. And I think this is what's tipping all these other teams off. And there's like what I call poking the bear. So they show this blitz, and they expect Dak to check out of it or change the play or something, and then they change the play. Do you think that could have something to do? Because something is tipping these defenses off.
Something is tipping these defenses. Now, when your leading rusher's going 12 carries, for 65 yards, and then you stop running them because you gotta throw it in the air, and then you force feeding Amari Cooper 17 targets.
Force feeding.
Go back to what worked.
Yeah.
We spread the offense. I know there was trash teams, but we spread the ball around. First game 1, we had 5 different touchdowns from 5
different players. That's right. That's right.
Week 2, we were spreading the ball, spreading the offense.
And we're talking about under 500 teams.
Right.
And basically, we did what we were supposed to have done against teams like that. But we have faced 2 500% teams, and we are struggling, bro. We are struggling big time.
Because we're getting away from the game plan. The game plan is spread the field, run some flats, do some play action, RPOs.
Let Dak run. Let Dak run every once in a while. As y'all can tell, we are at work. We are at work on our break. So we just got to get this in, man. We've been seeing so many haters today. God. Dog, man, these dudes be everywhere you turn. There's a hater. But I'm gonna say this here too, though, man. Personally, a lot of this falls on Jason Garrett.
Yeah.
A lot of this falls on Jason Garrett because, if my defense is doing bad, it's me as a coach to go solve the problem, put my input in. Because as a head coach, you're the visionary. You have a vision on where you want your team to go and how to get there with your team. But to me, Jason Garrett just sitting on that sideline with those headsets on, man, and clapping and not saying nothing. So let me ask you this. So what do you think about Dak now?
Is he worth $40 million right now?
I don't know. Is he worth $40 million after these 2 games, the Saints and
he got
Green
a
Bay?
60% win. Record right now in Week 5. He's thrown 5 interceptions. He's thrown for well over 2,000 yards.
Yeah, already in between the 20s. But no, I'm not gonna say that. But he's.
Is he 40? No, he's not 40 right now. Because his inconsistency throwing behind players and making the players have to adjust to his passes. It's not looking good. If he leads the receivers, if he's giving good looks, to the offense to where the defense is disheveled and not showing his hand. He's doing this every time.
That's what we.
No, he's not 40.
But here's the deal, real quick. So basically, when the game got out of hand and Dak had to throw the ball over 40% of the time, Dak is not consistent. And I still have to hold my breath when Dak is throwing that ball. Man, I'm going to tell you something. If you didn't see it, Aaron Rodgers didn't even sweat.
Not one drop.
He wasn't even sweating. And, man, our boy Dak was over there, man, like he was fighting for his life, man. So it just shows you that how calm and cool that Aaron, the Cowboy killer Rodgers is versus what Dak.
Yeah, but, Aaron Rodgers had an hour and a half in the pocket. He could throw whatever he wanted to whoever he wanted to. Whenever.
Well, he got pressure, but he did the little shuffle pass. The dude is just he's football savvy.
When you got any quarterback that gets pressure, it's gonna look a little disheveled.
Oh, true that.
Cam Flemings on their left hand side and the absence of Tyron Smith is not giving Dak enough to go off of.
Yeah,
he's pressuring the hole every. Zadarius Smith had 1,000 pressures yesterday.
True that. Well, that is that. But dude, hold them up now. Now, in Cowboy defense, Green Bay had a lot of players going out.
Yeah.
I mean, dude. We can sit up and say if was a fifth and things like that, but they weren't even playing with a full hand. So I can't make excuses for Cowboys, man. Like I say, personally, this goes back to Jason Garrett and Dak. Yeah. And I say, Dak, you should have never hit that field without signing that contract. Because, dude, I feel it in my bones, man. It's early, but, man, JJ, Jerry Jones is going to use this as ammo when it comes up at time at the end of the season. He's going to say, hey, coach, my client here, Dak is ready for his contract. First thing he's going to say, he said, well, pull up that New Orleans Saints game. Then he's going to say, pull up that Green Bay game. Excuse me. So what is it that we need to be talking about? So do you think it's possible that they could release Dak if he doesn't?
See, we're talking about consistency here.
And that's exactly what we're talking about.
Dak continues to be inconsistent in his playing, then his inconsistency as a quarterback will get him terminated.
Yeah.
But if he comes out the gate swinging from here on to the week 16.
Where he can redeem himself. That's right.
Passes that he made week 1 through 3.
But Brandon, here it is, Brandon. We have absolutely no excuse. We got all the way. We got MG, Michael Gallup. We got Amari Cooper. We got Randall Cobb. We got Jason Wood. We got Zeke. We got Tony Pollard. There's no excuses, bro. And if you noticed in the beginning of the game, bro, we was gashing him by 5 yards a carry. But because we got so far behind, what happened? We had to revert to throwing the ball 40% of the time.
Well, Jason Garrett made a statement at halftime saying that we don't need to try to get all 17 points at once. We need to chip away at it. Now, I couldn't agree with it. I think if you're behind against a team like the Green Bay Packers or Aaron Rodgers, you need to get as many points on the board as possible.
Yeah.
As quick as possible.
That's true. What you say, Marcus? Well, and that's what it is, y'all. So we talking about it, man. The score was 31-24, but it was 34-24. But it was a lot uglier than that. And y'all saw it, man. But y'all let me know in the comments.
Make your kicks, Brett Mayhart.
Man, they better bring in another kicker.
Make your kicks.
It ain't gonna happen, man.
That's 6 points.
It's called this here. That's what it's called. It's called choking. The dude choke, bro. All you do, you have to block nobody. You don't have to tackle nobody. Just make the field goals.
Make the ones that count.
God, dog. But hold them up. No, that's not even blame Brett. I always say, Brett, a scared man can't win. So it's 4th and 5. What you gotta lose?
Run.
I say go for it.
Yeah.
RPO. You feed it to Zeke. Zeke don't get it. Quarterback run it. He can't run it. He throw it. You can't get 5 yards. So anyway, man, that's where we are, man. Brad, I sure appreciate you stepping by, man, and helping us do this little video when we got the Jets next, and we'll probably blow them out 55-0 and thinking we're a 500 team, but Philadelphia's right around the corner. So, hey, y'all. Hey, but anyway, and also follow us on Facebook. Call the Information Booth on Facebook. Check us out. You'll see this video on Facebook as well. But like I always say, don't nothing come to a sleeper but a dream, so let's make it happen, Cal. Deuces.